before sharing Rice Merit Network and community building, we will not start from macro. It is really the long history that if we are going to transform society or the world, we have to transform ourselves. The inner transformation, we have to burst from within. That is the conclusion. The first 5 years that I have been working with the ethnic minority, I am very activist, like a priest. First 5 years, and the own wisdom current teach me that, Father, you are working like a fire on the mountains. In the daytime, you see the smoke. In the nighttime, you see the fire. But when you go to sea, you see only ashes, nothing left. Oh, that is a very so deep teaching from the people point of view. So I asked the old man, how can I work with you, with the people? He said, Father, you have to work like the water that came down from the sky and enter into the earth. But you don't know where it's go. But when you notice it, the tree is already green. I think that is so nice, the wisdom of the ethnic. So I would like to just to tell that within 5 years I have to dialogue with my formation from outside, from so-called modern, which dichotomize things. But 5 years of struggle with the tribe, I have to use the word shift paradigm of my perspective of worldview. When I see water, it is only H2O. When I see rice, it's only carbohydrate. But for the tribe, I have learned that no, it is not that. So it has to be changed. Now, that is a learning lesson. I have to learn from the people, and then after that we are dialogue. Now, in order to talk about the work outside, we start to concentrate ourselves. I have been, after 5 years, and I think, how can I work with the people? So I went to France to study, not Europe philosophy, but the philosophy of Paulo Freire. That is my school. Paulo Freire is conscientization. And the first thing you have to concentrate yourself to know who you are. And that the first training of the leaders and training of what I call organic intellectuals, the intellectual of the people of the tribe. So to train, to help myself and the people and the local young people, because they have been study outside, as our monk was saying, that when you study, you are indoctrinated by materialistic science. Now I would like to start. When the people come and the young come, I ask them to bring the water. First, I would like to help myself and the others to conscious of these relations. To start really from the experience, the feeling, what is the relation between myself and this one? Because I study in the school, in empirical, it said H2O. But here, but what do I know about this? What does it important to me? This is one thing. And then what is it, this one? For you, for me either. So really to conscious about it. And ask yourself how many meals you eat it, the whole of your life. Do you have this kind of knowledge, wisdom of relationship, life to life? So I think this is so important for spirituality. self-understanding in relation with nature. So when I asked and we said like that, it's not H2O. I experienced that, it come down, it feel the thirst, it give me life. So this is very, not knowledge, is the experience, feeling of life. There are three words coming from this. The first one, interrelations, interrelational. And this one, the science say that liquid, no? But now I'll come to learn why my grandmother said, mother, water. Now I understand, I experience it. I change my knowledge from H2 empirical into another understanding of relationship, that not H2O as materialistic science, but it is life. And it is my life because 71% of my person is this one. So it's so important for our group, our leaders, our young, said, this is what our wisdom, our ancestors teach us to understand, but we lost it. How can we bring it back again? This is the first thing. And we get understand more and more and more. And this liquid, or what we call mother water, 98% is salt water. 2% only with fresh water. And 1% is on the South Pole and North Pole. And only 1% we eat, we drink. And half of it is already a kind of poison, no? So how are we going to live? How are we going to live? And now up the mountains we are planting corn, cabbage, so many things, rubber. If we don't have this, how can we live? So this kind of interrelational is really a starting point. The second, this one, very important. How many times a day we eat? 3 days, there are 3 meals. 1 month, 1 year, 365. It's more than 1,900 meals. I am now nearly 70 years old. I eat more than 70,000. But I have no awareness that this one is really give me life. And this is what? This is materialistic, that we are indoctrinated from materialistic understanding of the material world. So I think, so from this relationship, then what we ask our grandmother, by the way, my mother's side is Buddhist, no? My father is a Catholic, so I am double belonging. I was born in a Catholic community, but I was brought up in a Buddhist community. So I have this spirit, ขวัญข้าว no? From the small already, the Catholic Church will not know about it. So we perform rice rituals of rice ขวัญ. We also, when after the harvest, my grandfather used to bring the buffalo and thanks the buffalo. We call สู่ขวัญควาย, no? We do it, and I usually take chicken because it's very nice. So on this form the perspective to understand the relationship myself with the rice and the water. So all this is a symbol of a representative of nature or the mother nature. So I would like to start from that. Okay, 10 minutes already. Sorry. Now, how to understand it? Because now the Thai society is what I call, I have to use this word, the modern science or modern education do one thing, that is disenchantment of the world. Kick out this value out and make us looking things at material as resources, become commodity and money. And now when we analyze, we understand we have to be conscious, and we have to be helping our group of the farmers come back to our roots. And we have to do what we call re-enchantment of the world. Bring back the values, the meaning, the sacred into the material. So that's what my role is. So this is somehow certain kind of synthesis. And how to extend, because now the CP or going up the mountain become bota head, no? Become no hair. Nan, Chiang Mai, ordination, the mountains. So that is to have to struggle. But we don't want to make this kind of conflict, because we have seen the Cold War up the mountain in 1975. The people are fighting like Laos. We said, no, we don't want that kind of conflict. We are going to approach, we call positive approach, from our value system and organize, concentrate, organize people. And it takes 40 years that result of this rice merit network with the current. So how we return the sacred to the water, to the rice, to the Mother Earth, to the forest, how to education the young people. So this kind of merit network since 1989 until present. No, I think after that you can read it. But somehow, first of all, we have to help, we call training leaders from their own roots. That time we take already 1980 training, concentrating leaders from the roots of the people. And the people said, Father, because our young people, then they go to study in the city, and they come back, they said, we are stupid. Oh, the people feel really bad. So we said, okay, we are going to train organic intellectuals. So we have been trained the way of Paulo Freire, to know yourself, to know our roots, to know our worldview of development, and struggle with that worldview of mainstream. But we cannot one by one. So from that point of view, we use the story of the current. They call Bư Pa Chane. Bư Pa Chane is a story that every village have to take care of the widows and the orphan. The needy is really the responsibility of the community, and the widows and orphan is really sacred. So that we campaign, as you say now, Rice Merit Network is called among the current moral economy or giving economy, a share, as you say. So when we start working, 80% of the hill tribe of the village have not enough rice for consumption, and what exploited by the rich or the villagers themselves. If you borrow 10 sacks of rice, you have to return 30 sacks of rice during the production. That is so much of the exploitation. Now, okay. Then after that, with this kind of education and conscientizing, we have about 350 organic intellectuals up the mountains, and about 24 districts. And each district we have about 10 leaders. And now it reached about 550 villages together. And now the current has already set up their own movement of this Rice Merit Network. So this is what somehow to, because you cannot solve the problem by conflict in that, as you say, but why bringing out the roots and transform from themselves and organize, then you really have, we call inner power in front of the invading of corns, the corn with the promotion coming to the village. The people protect, the villages protect, and the village where they are conscious, they are kept the community's forest. They have women group, they have youth group, they are doing other things. Especially they would like to see how the King's project and their cultures is interrelated. And now the people go to teach the University of Mejo how to change the way of teaching of agriculture, and also come to Kaset Saat Bangkok to teach also that how to see agriculture is not just production for now. All the people said we have to set up a new way of agriculture. We call cultural agriculture. Cultural agriculture, or in another word, Dhamma Kaset. Kaset with the spirituality. So synthesis that spirituality in the process of agricultural production. Every step you have to enter into the spirituality like that. Every step, which is our traditions, which is our farmers, indigenous and ethnic. So this is my role. So to conclude, because it's finished, to conclude, we have set up the formation 6 months for cultural agriculture, and 15 to 20 come, and every morning I have to teach them for meditations, and then they have to go to work to plow the earth, and I ask them to sit in front of the plot and ask the earth mother, what is the relationship? How do you hear the earth say to you? That is so important. How you hear the mother earth speak to you. One man say, Father, before coming here, but he is not a Catholic. He said, I have eyes, but I see not. I have ears, but I hear not. I have heart, but I have no feeling. But now I see that the mother is sacred. So that's for me, my hair is something like that. And the other one, 17 years old, saying, Father, the Mother Earth scolded at me. Wow. I said, what happened? I look Tolapi. Wow, what you said, look Tolapi. Ungrateful son. It's more than ungrateful. Why you kill me? This is what he hear. I asked him, what happened to you? Why the Mother Earth scold at you and say, unfaithful, ungrateful, and kill? Why you kill me? I said, he told me, Father, I have been growing potato, tomato for years. I insecticide. I give spray with what you call to kill the grass and fertilizers. And when I see back my life, I feel I commit sin with my Mother Earth. Wow, that's, for me, I said, that is revolution. Yes. That is a revolution from the education. So I said, this kind of education should come up. Change the mentality about the water, about the everything, and then you see the sacred. Like India, you have another eye, no? Third eye, you have to help the young to, what we call, I call, unlearn the knowledge. You have to help to unlearn science, materialistic science. You have to really enter into a relationship and relearn again, and then you will transform for within. And then when you transform and you, like Buddha enlightened, then he will go out to work in every dimensions. Now, that is Rice Merit Network. 550 villages fighting, but not fighting like that, no? But fighting from within each one when they understand they have to change lifestyle and change the way of cultivation. And the more they get, the more they share. You know, when the flooded in Bangkok 2-3 years ago, the current, the poorest have share rice 10 tons for the people in the south. And when the problem of the current in Ratchaburi or Kanchanaburi, the one who disappeared like your Francie, no? ชื่ออะไรที่กาญจนบุรี the current Billy. So the current from the north share rice for this community, and that I think this is what happening. How to concentrate the people from their roots and understand. And now the mother, when they give birth, they will recall the story. Every young women, when give birth, they have to come back to the hospital and take ivory coat, no? Sadu. And the tradition of the current have to bind the sadu of that baby with the tree. And the father will pray with the tree, brother tree, พี่ชายที่รัก the big brother, you are so strong. Please pray and protect the young, because he is still young. You will take care of you when he old. So this kind of sacred Sadu forest is really provoking now. Okay, I will stop here because it's so exciting, no? How this kind of education. So I went to India last April. We have this what education we call Vimut Sikha. It's a story. So we bring together all over Asia and some of Europe. We say this is education to liberate us from the mainstream of development, because it destroys our soul, it destroys our meaning, it destroys everything. So we have to return. Otherwise, the world is going to be extinction again. So thank you very much.